come over for the invocation song today, please. Okay, so just before we start the invocation, we would want to welcome all our guests for the day. So Mr. Manjuna is a classical dancer and he's a choreographer and he's also an international Zumba instructor. Welcome. And we have Mr. Subbarao Sethi, who is our chief guest for the day. He's a professor in the Department of Microbiology and Cell Biology, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore.
Thank you.
And that was Shruti Prahlada, renowned playback singer and jury member of Saregama. And we also want to welcome Ms. Mazira Begum. She is a well-being officer and city police women councillor in Vidyaranipura police station. Very well welcome. And we have Ms. Sneha Bhatt. She is one of our distinguished speaker for the day. She's a renowned actress and a theatre artist. Very warm welcome to Sneha.
Thank you.
We also want to welcome the mic.
Any program cannot go without host. He is an amazing host and our beloved friend since more than 30 years. So that's why I welcome Sharath. He will be taking over us for the entire event today. So let us all give him a big round of applause and welcome him.
This is how the boss sets the expectation. Thank you so much, Hima. Thank you for all the love and affection. Okay, let's not wait. And Nitin is waiting to start the invocation for the day. Nitin.
Thank you.
Nitin, you need to wait for another 30 seconds. Sure. Because you know what? We actually forgot to welcome another very important person for the day, which is our beloved Pancham Haribandi. He's the main person behind organizing this event, and lot of sleepless nights have gone in arranging things for this program. So we welcome Pancham Haribandi for the program. Sorry, I missed out announcing Pancham's name mainly because we all have been together from decades and we are more friends than anything else. And I also would want to welcome the entire crew of Nitin is here, Sunaina is here, Preeti is here, and Bhumika is here and Preeti is there. Let's quickly welcome all of them before we start the event today. They're all great singers. You'll get to hear them during the course of the day. That's Preeti Nayak, another renowned singer. Bhumika, future KS officer. And how can we forget Hemalata? Hema, I should not be welcoming you for your own program, but welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So Nitin, your wait is over. You can take over and let's listen to you now.
Good morning, all. मुखरा नवरस मधुरा कविता मुखरा स्मित रुचि रुचिरा भरणा जय जय हे भगवती सुर भारती जय जय हे भगवती सुर भारती तव चरणौ प्रणमामि। ललित कलामयी ज्ञान विधामयी वीणा पुस्तकधारी ललित कलामयी ज्ञान विधामयी वीणा पुस्तकधारी मदिरा सानो तव पद कमले तव पर कमले आई कुंठ विषहारी जय जय हे भगवती सुर भारती तव चरणौ प्रणमामि। जय जय हे भगवती सुर भारती तव चरणौ जय हे जय हे जय हे जय हे जय हे। Thank you. Check. Thank you, Nitin. Thank you very much. That was very nice. Okay, so we all know that light represents luminance and brilliance, and it acts as a dispeller of darkness, right? And let's begin the event by lighting the lamp of knowledge. May I request all our honorable guests for the day to come out to the dais to light the lamp to mark the beginning of the event, please. Projector off, lights on. Increase the sound, please. Music. Thank you.
Ready? Okay, ready? Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And as you all know, this is the chapter 2, the Bangalore episode 2 from Dyota. So we all have a small audio-visual treat for you to introduce you to Dyota, what Dyota has been doing, and how was our chapter 1, right? So a quick audio-visual for all your treat. Can we play the VT, please?
Please, I want the volume to be reduced. It's disturbing. Please make it up a zero.
Thank you so much for that wonderful video. So the episode 1 was more about the balanced psychological support to the educators, children, parents. I myself was a part of the episode 1 and I thoroughly enjoyed some of the talks by our delegates. It was indeed a great event. And I'm happy to be here in the episode 2. So let's quickly start the day. Let me invite Mr. Subbarao Shetty, who is our chief guest, to the stage. He is the professor at Department of Professor for Department of Microbiology and Cell Biology, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. May I request Mr. Subbarao Shetty to please come over and address the gathering, please. Thank you, sir.
First of all, I would like to thank the organizers, Dr. Hemlata and Pancham. So I came to know the event just a week before that when I was doing some experiments in the lab, they said that we want to invite you for the event. I was really not aware of it, but again, I came to know that this is a wonderful platform they have initiated, and I could able to see the first episode was ended very nicely. And then this is the way to reach the people by both gathering the wide diversity of the backgrounds to the cause for the society. So the only way to reach in several ways, the one, not only the multiple opportunity to the young generations to look forward in wherever they would like to go forward into their career. So most of our life at my age, I ran with the parents what they told you do, you did it. So, but now the culture is completely changed because they have multiple opportunities, multiple expansions in any directions you would like to move, and they have a lot of opportunities there also. So I was from a background of science, so mostly I will also talk about science a little bit about to encourage you to do what can be done in science, it will excite you. But however, at the end of the day, early education is very primary. Education is very essential for a growth, and also the knowledge which you develop and the basic background. So that is encourages you to do one way of your balanced life in a society. Second, you also have an excitement in the what you do for yourself and for the family. So in any of the cases that when I see this event, which was quite exciting because we only go for scientific talks, scientific lectures, schools to excite, do this. But again, I have able to see this my colleagues here, very nice audience, means very nice colleagues which are multiple variety of fields, which they gather together and then came here to say few words each about the event. But I like the first episode, which I came to know that it's a wonderful event. Especially the talk where the title itself says that you reach the people, which is very important to anybody to communicate in terms of the both what you do for in the society, and it's a very cause. It gives any importance to the society, what you do in terms of work style. So I wish you all the best, and thank you, madam, for giving the wonderful opportunity to chair and then invite me as a chief guest, because generally we do go for science, all talks, talk about diseases, talk about how to solve the problems, how to treat the patients, or how to learn or how to teach. Let's say that how we excite you. But it's a great opportunity to come back to the level where I can share my thoughts, saying that wide varieties and multicultural activities are very important at the student life itself, which is missed in the older generations now. There is a couple of very good opportunities to learn more. For example, people of the humanities, they do better science than the science background people who learn from initially from science. Really, that is the greatest one. The people in computer science background, which does that very nice mathematical modeling of the science what problems we deal with this. So this is a class platforms very highly helpful and learn more about the things in the society. Thank you, madam. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah, you did mention that wherever you go, they ask you to talk about how to solve problems. Exactly, that's what we all need today. We all are surrounded with different kind of problems, and it's great to have you, sir. May I request you on the stage again, please, for the felicitation. So while we do that, amongst us we have Purnima Prajini, who is the founder, director of National Institute of Dance, Art and Music. She's a renowned Bharatanatyam dancer and a choreographer, and she's also recipient of CCRT scholarship from Government of India. I very warmly welcome Purnima. He's a good friend also. Welcome, Purnima. That's indeed a great thought and need of the hour. Greenery. So the team Dyota is working hard to get some of the renowned speakers and talents on the stage to create a platform and to help, as I told you, students, educators and teachers across the nation with so many very important and interesting topics. You might see very less people here, but just to let you know, these programs are recorded and the content is consumed by people across India. It's there available on the internet, and the show is live, but it's also available later. And there's a lot of people who are liking this content, the presentations given by our distinguished guests. So may I request Hemalata to come and talk to us a few words about what Dyota is all about and why did she even think about creating something like this along with Pancham.
I want the energies in the crowd because today it is a small crowd and a beautiful, energetic crowd. So that way, can I hear a big round of applause so that you clap and try to tell this is Dyota. Once again, hard clap. Dyota 2 is the episode 2. Wound up with episode 1 on 7th of January. But again, we are coming up with chapter 2. It is on 29th of January. just after the Republic Day, where it is the 74th Republic Day. Why am I insisting about Republic Day is, it is the formation of Constitution. Every one of us know, while it is the freedom given on 15th of August, it is about the reformation and changes the government has to get. The same way, while we did the chapter 1, we had a lot of learning and takeaways everybody took. But how to reform, how to get over, how to make a move in the right way. There comes the Rhapsody team, which gives us the chance to understand about the dance tranquilization, music and education. Again, I'm insisting this because while if it is dance tranquilization or music, all of us know Natu Natu of RRR is gone globally, where it is also taking up Oscar nomination. If we tell Kantara, it has 2 qualifications of Oscars. Why is it that we will have to think for this? While we tell technology, while we talk about genres, medleys, how can this hand in hand go? It can always get a change and a reformation by the join hands, because technology can only be understood by education as well as the art that can be taken over in the right way. Because nowadays, whomever we talk, kids are trying to tell we are learning this, we are doing this. What is it we are learning? Where is it reaching? How can it reach? How much we can reach is all about Dyota 2 chapter going to tell us. Because always we think over that success cannot be by random organization. Success can always happen with repeated formations. This is how we try to believe. While we try to think of Dyota, this is not a platform of conferences and called as just recognition. It is about the method of making everyone understand what is the learning that can reach everyone. Because youth is lacking with a lot of things. They are courageous. If you take up, while I was again talking about Natu Natu, it is Rihanna who was taken over by Indian. It was Taylor who was taken over by Indian. How can it happen? Billions of population India has. 1 award we get surprised. 1 gold medal we get surprised. Where are the others? What is happening with us? Can't we do it? Can't we get over it? Always we can do it. We can always get over it. How can we get over it? That is all about the critical and analytical thinking. We have come with NEP 2023, new education policy. This education policy is not for school. It is for all the formation of education that will go hand in hand. Could we call it studying? Could be art and culture? If we don't understand that, how this critical and analytical thinking can reach everyone, then maybe we are lacking. Just telling that we get the admissions to schools and colleges, just getting the admissions into the broader spectrum of art and literatures, just getting the numbers, making them understand aerobic is for fitness, Zumba is for fitness, all is fine for us. But while we think what is that it has to reach, the mind, the emotion, the stress, all has to be balanced. If all is to be balanced, our thought process has to be broadened. Our thinking should broaden. How can we go with this? If our thinking has to broaden, we'll have to keep continuously learning. I always try to get from my students. It is not that I learn from elderly people. I keep learning from the youngsters. What an energetic zeal they have. What a momentum, random expressions they give. If these expressions and thinking goes in the right way, then we can always try to tell that there comes a beautiful world that can be handled. Universe, we are trying to tell it is artificial intelligence. Today, if I tell I want to plan for a trip, artificial intelligence gives lot of moves on the Android phones. But it is not that. If my child is thinking about something called as movement of energetic way of understanding singing, dancing, let there come enormous Indians into the Google and try to tell these are the people who have given a lot of contributions. That way, while I see the tremendous guests who are seated here, it's a hats off and a bow to everyone. What an amazing profile I was reading while it was reaching me. Could be it is Subarao sir. Sir, hats off to you. What an research work you have done. If it is my own friend Purnima, she's like, I don't know, she's like a dictionary, small dictionary. I keep always stalking her FB while I try to do that. What not she's been doing. Amazing it is, Purnima. And if it is Shruti Prahalad, it was a small introduction by Pancham. But while I went over, what a beautiful voice, ma'am. So that is why voice, performance, as well as movement of education. While I take up about Manjunath, he just said, yes ma'am, I will perform and I'll try to talk. Without anything called as in the inner content, Manjunath, it cannot reach people. You have been doing a tremendous job. And Wazira, I was talking to her on a small note, while she said it is psychology, she correlated stress. So psychology stress is not the word. Psychology beyond that. I want the psychology of the mindset and the intention of a child to be expressed and exposed. And if I am not taking Sneha's name last, while I saw her in the entrance, what an elegant, charismatic move she gave us. She is an actress, she's been doing the movies, and she's a mother too, we cannot make out. So that zeal, it is not the word. It is all about how we try to give our identity to the world. See, world will be absorbing us, will be mocking at us, will be criticizing at us. It is not our words. We will have to see what we will have to do, how we will have to go, and what we will have to make everybody reach. So Dyota 1, we did make everybody understand that we will be reaching. This is the step 2, where we have introduced music and dance. There is step 3, where we are going to coming up with the finance, marketing and digital and analytical process of reaching world. This is our Dyota 3, which is going to happen very soon. We will be letting you know. Please be supporting us. Let us all go. So if I don't mention this, while we were talking about Dyota, it was Pancham. See, it says bright, luminous, light. So light should be there. See, every time while we try to tell Bengaluru was the first city to get electricity, why don't Dyota become the first note to reach people, giving enormous illumination to the world? I don't want to talk about world, national level or state. Few people who can understand why is it happening, what is it happening. We want that brand that will reach in the right way. It's all not about money, it is all about happiness, it is all about understanding the move of Dyota for reaching in the right way. So thank you everybody. Please do give the righteous way of your specialized field to the people. Let them understand, let the world know why we all are doing it. It was a small span of our time for us to do the chapter 2. But every one of you who are sitting here in the front row have given us the tremendous support in telling yes without nodding no. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Hima. That was really nice, and looking forward for the third episode. Quite interesting topics, though. Okay, without waiting, let's quickly start off with the presentations for the day. So for the first presentation of the day, may I invite Mr. Subbarao Sethi once again to the dais, please. Thank you.
So again, I would like to thank Dr. Hemlata and Pancham for inviting me for this exciting episode of the White Lab. So in this case, what we are, I was trying to see that the title, and also I would like to say the top to reach. I will try my best to reach you what we do in the laboratory. So my expertise basically on, I did my 10th standard in Telugu medium, then born and brought up in a village where you don't have English also, English medium also, it's not that. So you ran to the nearest village and learned plus 1 plus 2, followed by running for the second episode, looking for either engineering side or science side. However, those days are very difficult to see the guiding by the elders, say that you take this path or you take that path. But it's all a running business. Say that you look for what you have in front of you and then move forward. So while doing that, I was so excited about the chemistry, because the chemistry is the one which learns you a lot in the system where everything runs on biological reactions. So that excites me to the science. That's why I'm here right now to perform large number of experiments in the laboratory. But we also look for the society cause while doing this experimentation. So my laboratory is located here in the Indian Institute of Science. I have joined in 2010 to make after my PhD plus followed by a postdoctoral experience abroad. So as you know that we are from the microbiology and cell biology, you'll see this microscope. So we do look at all the stuff in a very, very small ultra level under the microscope. That's why we are on the department called microbiology and cell biology. So our institute is majorly on a scientific background which learns to take challenges of the frontier science and also see whether the science is applicable to the society. Because you also need to solve the problems of society by looking at it at the micro level and see whether you could find a solution for it. If you don't find a solution, so who's going to do for you? So someone has to do it. So we do care about it very carefully on that, and then all run on a funding by the government grant agencies which do the stuff. While doing our experiments, the students will be awarded with a PhD degree because this is the novelty of the science which they did for in science. So that's why I put a topic as a science and experiment, because any scientific thought has to be proven by an experiment. Even though you have a novel idea and then put back onto the ground or put back onto the paper, you have to prove them in the laboratory, that by performing an experiment. That's why we take a challenge first to make an hypothesis, say that what is exactly the nature of it, problem. Then you follow a sequence of events to run the experimental samples and then see, correlate this your hypothesis correct or not. And then if it is correct, you move forward. If it is not correct, then you re-propose the hypothesis back to the original and then look for it. While doing this, we learn the processes, how they are, in a case of disease, it is defective. And then we also look for opportunities, say that how we can cure them. So if you don't cure them, then you will, at the end of the day, that there is no solution for it, you will die. There is no option of it. So while doing this process, I was going to this, say that I will mostly onto the basic background. Over in the biology field, people will learn about a cell, which is a basic component of your body. Say that any of the body parts which are made up of tissues, organs, or anything, the basic constituent in the cell. So that's why I was located in the cell and developmental biology, basically, or the cell biology department, where we look at it, the body cells. So my laboratory is also interested to learn about the skin diseases, how skin organized, how skin secretes your defensive molecule for against the pathogens, where the pathogens cannot enter into the cell. And also the color of the skin, we also work on it, and also disease associated. Most of the diseases you will find in the skin are the albinism, like psoriasis. There are so many diseases which are associated with that. While doing that, we also have the lot of genetic diseases which are child receive it from the parents, one of the parents, where they have defective for the throughout the life. So in those cases, the solution becomes very hard for the kid to grow and then survive in the community. So to do that, we will try to do these processes. So before I'll go there, and then what we do is that we also learn about bacteria, which you have seen so many people about the antibiotics, which you uses every day in science, means every life, wherever you have infection. First you go and use the antibiotic. What they do? They kill this bacteria. But bacteria are foreign pathogen which causes the disease, and also sometimes which are very good for body survival. For example, gut. Gut has a lot of pathogens, or not a lot of pathogens, and also have good bacteria which do that. So we also have the mammalian cells which are bigger in size, where the most of the body parts are made for. So in the laboratory, we do both of them. Say that to understand what we do about bacteria and also about the cell system. So all cell systems are simple to study, but when you go to macroscopically, say that under microscope, they beautifully located. This is a cell, what your body cell will have. It doesn't matter a neuron cell, it doesn't matter a heart cell, it doesn't matter a skin cell. All are look like this under the microscope. So it's not static business. All these molecules in the cells are mobile. They move all around, all around, all around. So I'll ask to run the movie. Can you run the movie? Nitin? So we do look at it on a per second level, how the inside the cell each molecule moves. So it's not possible. Sorry. No, this is that. Anyway, doesn't matter. So it's okay, doesn't matter. So we also look at it how the molecules not only moves, also how we can perturb them. For example, in this movie, basically you go next. In this movie, when you put it a small molecules like this is a drug actually. So this drug, you can if you run the movie, see that you can make them better. So why it is important? In the disease, somehow, like this molecule, you have problems. So now we know that how to solve these problems to make them to make functional. If you don't be functional, either lethal at the embryo level, that means you cannot born, the embryo will not born, or you will die at the early stage during the development itself. So this is the way that we do in the laboratory to understand the stuff. We also look at it, the cell-cell communication, where one cell transfers the communication to the other cells by using these small molecules from the one cell to another. So this is very age-old diseases in which one cell to another cell pathological proteins will move from one to another. We also have the cell surface where you could also move all the cells which they communicate each other, and they also scroll. So in doing the scrolling, we also learn how much frictions excite on the platform. For example, on the muzzle, your skin wants to run it has to use the force. So we calculate all these parameters in the cells in the laboratory. So we also study intracellularly, where how these cells are organized in a very decorative fluorescence format. This is all proteins which we do it. When they have a defect in any of these processes, it causes a disease. There is no way option for it. So we also study that how for example, you have immune cells, how they move from the body from top to bottom, how they encounter a pathogen. You could also do that, and then how, for example, cancer cell, when it is made in one organ which passes to the another organ, and then make a mass of cells in other places, where these parameters are very important to learn about it. So finally, we also do fun studies in the laboratory. For example, ISRO offered us to learn about whether the concept of photosynthesis can occur in the moon. So how to study it? This is very exciting. So that we started with a archaeal bacterial, which we take it a bug, and then we studied all the parameters which are obtained in the moon in the laboratory, and then we're going to send it to by using a rocket and then send it to lab. So by which you could also fund to do this large number of experiments to do this. Why we are doing this? So in biological laboratories, what we are really looking at it. So we have a wide variety of backgrounds to learn it. One, not only the basic sciences. Second, we also look for opportunity to cure the disease platforms in which the chemist is important, mathematician is important, doctor is important, and then pharmacist is important, because it's a connective of multiple fields when you use a drug at a clinical trial. So any of them which also run in their own efficiency to get back and together and make a better way of learning about not only disease and cure for it, which is important for the society. With that, I would like to thank all. We have a laboratory, very large laboratory, and then we have international collaborations. And then I would like to thank both Pancham and Hemlata for giving this opportunity. And then please stop by at March 4th. We have an open day. All our laboratories are open. We also show how you do an experiment in the house itself. So that small experiments are demonstrated to you to learn and excite you to be in science. I welcome you all to my laboratory. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I think each one of us have to make time and visit the laboratory, because I think getting to see the laboratory at Indian Institute of Science, I don't think anybody can do that. So if it's open for public, I think everybody should make use of it. Thank you so much, sir. Let's quickly move on to the next speaker of the day. It's my privilege to introduce Ms. Purnima Rajni once again, one of our chief guests. So she's the founder director of National Institute of Dance, Art and Music, and I would request her to the dais to present her topic for the day.
Thank you. Namaskaram, a very warm good morning to all of you here. First of all, thank you, Hema, Pancham, Sharad, all of you for considering me worthwhile to be standing here. We as artists are so self-obsessed sometimes, so you will have to bear putting all your concentration on me. I have nothing to showcase here. Okay, I became an artist by choice. So when I was 7, I went and asked my mom, I want to learn Bharatanatyam, and so started my journey with Bharatanatyam. And out of compulsion, I became a microbiologist. I did my master's in microbiology because people were still asking me, oh, you're a dancer. Oh, what have you studied? So I come from the generation where people were not considering art as an education. And out of curiosity, I went and enrolled myself with IIM Calcutta. I did an entrepreneurship and leadership program. And the first question the director asked me in the interview was, how do you correlate corporate sector with your field? So that was a question which I wasn't prepared. I said, I'm enrolling for this course to find out exactly what is the relation between the corporate sector and the art sector. So coming back to my story, so where is art, where is science, and where is the modern corporate world? Going back, as I was talking just a few while back, today we are at a very interesting transitional period. We as Indians, we are at a transition period where we are ready to shed our colonial mindset, embrace the new Sanatana way of living, where we are taking pride to tell, yes, we are Indians, we come from this background. Why is it so important? Because the Sanatana way of living never compartmentalized art, science, commerce, administration, law, nothing. It was all packaged as one holistic knowledge system, which is Indian knowledge system. And India was one of those places where people used to come from far away to seek knowledge and do specialization in fields like astronomy and law and art and so on. And unfortunately, we lost that, and we are now going back to that system, for which I'm very happy. So in our Sanatana way of life, from the time of conception, there was so much care taken that the fetus was given the right ambience for the development, and especially music and art had a prominent and significant role in the development of the fetus in the womb. So that was the reason why Veena was played at the 7th month after conception. So why? Because as we all know now, there is so much of research material available on the internet, the tremendous effect of the sound waves that these instruments, these ragas have on the development of the fetus. So that was the reason why all this was introduced. And coming to Bharatnatyam, what can it do for us, both psychologically and physically? So physically, the impact it has on our nervous system, on our anatomy, on our circulatory system, on our psyche is tremendous. So in Bharata's Natya Shastra, it has been given a entire topic, like all the exercises for the angas, upangas, pratyangas, like major limbs, minor limbs, even the finger digits. So there is tremendous research which has gone behind the science of mudras, which is very, very important in yoga as well as in our classical dance. So every mudra, say Hamsasya, which is followed even in yoga and in Bharatnatyam, has a tremendous impact on our central nervous system. So then, why is it that we haven't integrated this science into our education? So now, after MEP getting introduced, there is an effort that it has to be incorporated into the curriculum. And when is the right age to start? I would tell that, right from the day of conception, it is the right age to start. So expose the developing fetus to as many as ragas as possible, as many good number of paintings as possible, because there is color therapy, there is movement therapy, and then there is music therapy, and there is whatnot. So once it has come from the Westerners, once it is acknowledged from there, then we are opening up. And as a Bharatnatyam artist, after learning all this, then what is the job opportunity we have? So yes, now this is the time when we have to look at all these art as career opportunities. So we don't have art administrators, we don't have art managers. I mean, a person who is an artist is left to fend for himself or herself. So whenever there's a performance, I'll have to double up as a manager, I'll have to double up as a publicity officer, I'll have to double up as everything. So the career opportunities are tremendous. And what is the advantage of learning these fine arts? So the first and foremost thing is the discipline, both physical and psychological. So because of the hard riyaz, because of this hard performance practices that we do, the mind is already set to absorb that stress, to absorb that tension, and to make it a very normal, accepted thing that you keep doing the same thing over and over and again until you are very comfortable with it. So it is nothing short of all these, short-term impromptu speeches and everything that a corporate sector is expected. And then how punctual you are, the timelines, the time frames, how is your deliverability, and then how good a team player are you. Once you are an artist, you need to collaborate with your ensemble, with your orchestra, with your team members, with the audience. You need to engage, and now with the media you'll have to engage, and so whatnot. So imagine the faculties of brains which is involved when an artist is doing all this. And then how crisis management, this is the mantra that you keep hearing very often on the internet now. One has to be adept in adapting to crisis management. So as an artist, how do I do that? So once I'm performing, and in between performance, my ghungru falls off, my earring falls off, my hair falls off, or my flower falls off, but still the show has to go on. So how do I manage that? And there's an artist there, I can see, she's nodding her head, yes ma'am. So once you are there on stage, so you are adept in managing that crisis, be it on stage, off stage. So there's a crisis in your life, there is a problem you have identified, and you work towards the solution. So that is what an artist is different from others. It gives you the way, the process, the thinking process becomes different. So instead of dwelling on the problem, we think on dwelling on the solution. So how do I get over that and do my job? So finally, these are the various factors like how I could relate my art with science, how I could relate my art with the corporate sector, and how I could make it more relatable, and how I could make it, yes, it is still important that kids have to be exposed to this wonderful knowledge system, because there is job opportunities, there is a refinement in your thinking process, and there is a whole lot of chemical reactions which happen in the body. And I beg our scientists permission to tell that all these endorphins, serotonins, all these neurotransmitters, and there is such a rush when we are performing, when we are rehearsing. And why do this? Why are Indians, the level of depression, though it is increasing now, on a global rate, you see, the level of depression is quite less among Indians. So art has definitely a major role in dealing with all these adolescence problems. So a child who is exposed to all this music, all the ragas, all the dances from the age of 7 or 8 is the transition from the childhood to puberty to adolescence and young adults it's like seamless. So it is so very important that every one of us take a look back and tell that the music period, yoga period, sports period is not a substitute period for your academics. As important as biology is, so important is the yoga period also. So I request all the educators here, all the stakeholders here to give equal weightage and an assessment program for all this. It is not like today that teacher has come, the music teacher goes and takes a substitute class. No, you have to be accountable. You have to have a proper lesson plan. You have to have an assessment program and trace the progress of the child so that you are deliverable to the parents and to the administrators of the school. And I hope in the given time I have been able to share my thought, whatever I thought was very important at this present juncture on this wonderful platform, Dyota. And I would again thank all of you for giving me a patientful ear. And Hema ma'am and Pancham sir, thank you so much. I'm absolutely honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Puma. I think you hit the nail. I mean, it's so apt. All these things are very, very important for us in the present day. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಜನ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಮಗು ತಾಯಿ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಲಿದ್ದಾಗಲೇ ಸಂಗೀತಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಜರ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಅವಾಗಿಂದಾನೇ ಸಂಗೀತ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಇದು ಬಹುಶಃ ನಮಗೆ ಹೊಸದಲ್ಲ. ಕಯಾದು ಹೊಟ್ಟೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಾರದ ಮುನಿ ಭಾಗವತ ಧರ್ಮ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಂತೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ ಕಯಾದು ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗಲೇ he learned Bhagavata. Even though he was from the family of Asuras, right? We all know what he proved and what he became in the future. So yeah, you're absolutely right. I think it's very important for us to get our children to get the right kind of culture. May I request Purnima to come over to the dais once again for the felicitation, please? Thank you. I would request Mr. Subarnav Sethi to please come over and do the honors. So it's about 30 years of friendship. That's Purnima, Pancham, Hema and Sharaf. That's me. Thank you so much. Okay, let's quickly move on to the next speaker for the day. So I would like to read something before I invite the next speaker to the dais. Okay, so the next speaker for the day is Miss Wazira Begum. She's our distinguished speaker. She's a well-being officer, Northeast and North CR Bangalore, and she's also the City Police Women Councillor for Vidyaranipura Police Station. May I please invite Miss Wazira Begum to the stage, please.
First of all, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Good morning, everybody. So first, I would like to thank Padma ma'am and Hemalata ma'am for inviting me here, and they called me to felicitate my daughter. And because of my daughter, I got an opportunity to come here. So I want to thank my daughter for achieving so many things. And thank you so much, Hemalata ma'am, for recognizing my daughter and honoring her today. So, ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅ ವೆಲ್ಬಿಂಗ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಸಿಟಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್, ನಾರ್ತ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಸಿಆರ್. ನಾರ್ತ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ 11 ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್, ಸನ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಸಿಆರ್. ಸೊ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಯು ನೋ ನಾವ್ ದ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್. ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್. ನೀವೇನೇ ಹೇಳಿ, ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಗುನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಮಮ್ಮ ನಂಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಅದು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಈಸ್ seeing the side of negative stress all the time. So I am there to reduce the stress of the police. So helping them, like policeರಿಂದ policeರಿಗಾಗಿ policeರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಂತ ವೆಲ್ಬಿಂಗ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದು. Because they can't go and share to anybody what they are feeling, how they are working. Because police is the people who are working for 24/7. They don't have a holidays, they don't have anything. Because take a Ganesha Chaturthi, we are all celebrating. But all police are standing on the road, leaving their family, and they are doing or they are serving a people. So what do you think? They'll not get a stress? They'll obviously get a stress. So because of them we are there. But psychology ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಜನ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ. So we are not a mata mantra people, okay? So psychology is a study. What we'll study? The personality we'll study. Like ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂತೀರಾ, ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ವಿಲ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಅ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇಸ್ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ ಇಸ್ ಎಮರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ನೌ. ಸೊ now we'll talk about the stress because I am in the profession of that. So stress. Point. Okay. Thank you. Okay, stress is affect our brain and body. So ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ there is a positive stress ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, now we have to go for a competition, you feel a stress, but when you win you will be happy. So it's called a positive stress. You have that in your mind. ಹೌದು, ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, I want to do something. So that is also a stress. If you take it in a negative way, ಹೌದಲ್ಲ ನಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, so that will become a negative for you people. So can you change this? Okay. So our main concern is for stress in kids. So all kids feel stress all the time. So ನಮ್ಮ ಟೈಮ್ಗೆ ಬರೋದಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್. ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 6 subjects, Independence Day, Republic Day, and we are celebrating Saraswati Puja. That is all our time. But now come to now education, CBSE, ICIC, mixed syllabus, Olympiads, so many things. From the first standard kid, if you see the books, it is very difficult to the people, to the parents to teach them. Because parents ಓದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇವಾಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಕಿಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್. ಇದನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನಾವು ರಿಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದಮ್, ಟಾಕ್ ವಿತ್ ದಮ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಬೋತ್ ದ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್. ಮಮ್ಮಿನೂ ಕೆಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ತಂದೆನೂ ಕೆಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಕ್ಳು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಮಮ್ಮ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕುಕ್, ಪಪ್ಪ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಇವಾಗ ತಾನೇ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ದೇ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಟೈಮ್ ಟು ಸಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಚಿಟ್ ಚಾಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಕಿಡ್ಸ್. So that is what affecting them actually. So you will not ask, ಇಡೀ ದಿನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಮಮ್ಮಿ ಪಪ್ಪ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಇಡೀ ದಿನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಇವಾಗ ಮಗು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರು 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಇರು, ನಾನು ಮೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಇರು, PPT ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾವು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಸೊ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಜೊತೆ ನಾವು ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೇನೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಏನು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಹೇಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಇಂದ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಸೆಡ್ I wanted to join for Bharatanatyam, so my mama said go ahead. So that is a thing we wanted now. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿ ಮಕ್ಳೇನಾದ್ರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಓದೋದ್ ಕಡೆ ನೋಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Otherwise what they'll make them to join for so many classes. Singing class ಹೋಗು, dance class ಹೋಗು, abacus ಹೋಗು. How can cope up? Because they have to study, they have to go for 3 class, they have to finish the homework. So when the kid will enjoy? ಹಳೆ ಕಾಲದ ತರ ಟೈಮೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಂದ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಥ್ರೋ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್, ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ವಿತ್ ದ ಕಿಡ್ಸ್, ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಕಿಡ್ಸ್. ನೀವು ಇವತ್ತು ನೋಡಿ ಯಾವ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬಂದು ರೋಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಟ ಆಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಟೈಮ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಮಿಂಗಲ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಮಿಂಗಲ್. ಒಂದೊಂದು ಮಗುನು ಆಟ ಆಡುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದೊಂದು ಮಗು ತನ್ನ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಥಿಂಕ್, ವೀಕ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಟು ದ ಮಾಲ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಟ ಆಡ್ತೀರಾ, ದೆನ್ ದಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್. ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ನೌ. So this is what happening. Kids, they are getting scared of the challenges actually. So many, and we are not recognizing what the talent kid have. Okay, so we'll not see. Ivaga namge no dance hakbeku, no dance hakti. But if the kid have a his importance or he want to learn the music, now adra kade gamna kododilla. Yakandre namge dance beku, ಮಗುಗೆ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಪೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಮನಿ ಬಟ್ ದ ಕಿಡ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಅಚೀವ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಯು ಆರ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮನಿ, ಯು ಆರ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಿಡ್. So first of all, parents, what they have to do is understand what the kid want to do. That is what I'm asking everybody. Okay, so the next thing is lack of coping skill. That's what I said. So kids ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. As I said, somebody wanted to learn the basketball, but they put for a cricket because cricket is an emerging area. You can earn so many things. What will think? ಮಗು ಕಲಿಯುತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಗು ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇವಾಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಸೆಡ್, ಭರತನಾಟ್ಯಂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್. ಬಟ್ ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ, ರೈಟ್? Because she's achieved so many things with the Bharatanatyam only. So then one more thing, we have to break the stress from the kids. Andre time to time we have to take them outside, vacations agli illa maneli time spend madodagli. See, for whom we are earning, ನಾವ್ ಯಾರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ದುಡಿತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ? ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಖುಷಿ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ನೀವು ದುಡ್ಡು ಇಟ್ರು ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಯೂಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ next thing, stress for the kids happens for 2 reasons. One is the good life events and the bad life events. So good life events andre anniversaries irbodu, birthdays irbodu, illane they got a first prize. So these all the good life events, and the bad life events are someone's death irbodu, illanthe accidents irbodu. So those all things also affect kids development and they give us stress to the kid. So next slide, stress in students. So many students are feeling stress because internal and external outlook placed upon their shoulders. This what I said. So parents and institute ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಹೆದರ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀನ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀನ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀಯಾ, ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ನೀನೇನು ಇದು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ವಾಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ನವ ಡೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, in our times, if we score 92.2%, it is 92.2%. But now it is A plus, A1, B1, B2. You will not understand the concept actually. I'm not understanding that concept. When I see my daughter's what marks card, it is like a MBBS or kodadilla. Like arts, A1, B, English speaking, English writing, English this. So how they are scoring? 90 to 100 is A1 anta helidre. All the kids will come on that. 10th standard alli again you give the ranking. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, they'll get confused actually. So this is also a thing which is giving stress to the kids. Okay, so what is a positive stress? I said any competition where the kid is very excited to go, so it is a positive. Like I wanted to achieve something, it is positive. Yes, I studied, I can write the exam, this is positive. This is all the positive. Stress is there in everybody in positive or in a negative way. Okay, so next we have to motivate the kids. It can motivate them, achieve the goals, get their done and try new things. As I told, nanala munchane helpidin actually, simply I made this. So what parents can do, prepare to cope to challenges. If any competition is there, I can see the girl with the Bharatanatyam dress, she can't get ready by herself. Parents are thinking they are getting the uniforms, they are getting them ready, making breakfast, feeding them. This is what parents will do. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹೋಗಿ ಬಿದ್ದೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಓ ನೆಲ ಹೊಡೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಪ್ಪ ನೆಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಡಿತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್, ನೀನ್ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ನೆಲ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಥಿಂಕ್, ನೀನ್ ಓಡ್ದೆ, ನೀನ್ ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ದು ನಿನ್ ತಪ್ಪು ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ದೊಡ್ಡವರಾಗ್ತಾ ಆಗ್ತಾ ನಿನ್ ತಪ್ಪು ಅನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಗೆಟ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್. Actually, from the beginning only we have to teach them what you are doing is right and what you are doing is wrong. Avagene maklu correct agi kaliyodu, correct agi beliyodu. Okay, so understanding what they feel and empathize it. This is what I told. You have to understand the kid. If he really willing to go for a competition, really willing to go for a dance, really willing to go for a sports, then you put them. Okay, ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ನಾವು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಸೇರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ನೀವು ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ 100 ಪಟ್ಟು 100% ಶ್ರಮ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಆ ಕೆಲಸನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಕಿಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಕೆಪಬಲ್ ಆಫ್. ಸೊ ದ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಡೂ ದಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫೇಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ life event stress. I told already, difficult life events, good life, and okay, chronic and traumatic stress anta helidre. Chronic anta helidre pade agodu, like it's a taking lot of time. For example, if someone's death, the baby is feeling that ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಬೇಗನೆ ಹೇಗಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫೈನ್. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ ಥಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಮಗುನ ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್. And traumatic stress, accidents irbodu, abuse irbodu, any ragging irbodu. So that is all take to the traumatic stress. These two stress are very difficult. They have to go for psychotherapy to get cured. Okay, academic stress. So how you can differentiate the baby is feeling stress or not? Like a feeling of loneliness. ಮಗುಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ನನಗೆ ಯಾರು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ನೀವು ಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕಳಿಸಿ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಫ್ ಯು ನಾಟ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್, ನೀನ್ ಏನ್ ಕಲಿತೆ, ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನಿನಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮಗು ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಲೋನ್, nobody is there to take care of me. What they want, the ranking. So comparison of the kid is also very difficult. ನೀವು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, he can score 100, at least you can score 90. You can do that. You can't say that ಅವನು 100 ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ನಿಂಗೆ 100 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. You can't do that actually with anybody. Okay, then doomed to failure. Once they started feeling loneliness, ಅವರು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಕೈಗೆ ಓಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Because if you don't have a concentration, if you don't have the thing to do, ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಆಸೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಕೈ ಯಾವ ಕೆಲಸನೂ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So they started getting failure leads to depression leads to fretfulness, then behavioral problems, staying alone and self-harming. Those all things started in the kids. So you have to take care of your kids. Okay, so few problems identified in students in high academic stresses, like order sleeping patterns, like ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರದೇ ಇರೋದು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫುಡ್, ಲೂಸಿಂಗ್ ವೇಟ್ ಆರ್ ಗೇನಿಂಗ್ ವೇಟ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ದೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಈಟಿಂಗ್ ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಬುಲಿಮಿಯಾ ನರ್ವೋಸಾ. ದೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಈಟಿಂಗ್ ಟೂ ಮಚ್. ಅವ್ರು ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಹಸ್ದಿರಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಮನ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಹಸಿದೆ, ನೀವು ಓದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರು ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಹಸಿಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಸೊ ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ನೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್, ಸೊ ದೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಲೂಸಿಂಗ್ ವೇಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಈಟ್. ನಾನು ಓದಿ ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ರೆ, ನಾನು ತಿಂದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ತಾನೆ ನಾನು ಮಾಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು, ನಾನು ತಿನ್ನೋದೇ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ದೇ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಇಟ್. So that will happen. And pressure, the pressure these students face resulting in their high increase. Okay, so I wanted to tell this. Suicidal rate in India in 2021 to 22, it is 1,000 children who suicide, and recently 2 MBBS first year kids suicide. So this is all suicidal thought. This started occurring when nobody is. ಮನೇಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಅಕ್ಕ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. Now because of that gadget, you know it. ಆಚೆಯಿಂದ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ, ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಚೆಕಿಂಗ್, ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಚೆಕಿಂಗ್, ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಚೆಕಿಂಗ್. ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಿತ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕಿಡ್ಸ್. If you want to give a phone to kids also, you have a parental lock. So many things is there. ಇವಾಗ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ. You can use your phone in a positive way. I can tell my daughter, I'm giving her example actually, because she learned everything from the phone. She don't. We are a Muslim actually, but she don't know Urdu. She don't know Kannada. She speak only English. I'm not proud of it, but she speaks only English. I don't know why. Everybody is scolding me. Mother tongue heng kalsila neevu anta. This is, I am telling because lack of our things. Because I am working whole day, he is working whole day, she is watching phone. So those things happen. But what we used to do when she is in 1 year, we used to show only 1 year ka videos. We locked everything because adali age irutte. When your phone is know which age person can watch anything. So advertisement ugly, then come some things which kids can't watch. Those things will happen. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ ಫೋನ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಗಿಡಿ ಕೊಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ, ಬಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟು. ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಅತಿ ಆದರೆ ಅಮೃತನೂ ವಿಷ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್, ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಫೋನ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ so many people, you can see recently some person passed a KAS exam by watching YouTube videos. So yeah, YouTube videos is useful, so many people will do that. But we have to know ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. So okay, next thing, India is the highest rate in suicide actually. Okay, how to manage stress? So how to manage stress is maintain daily routine. We have to maintain our daily routines. One more thing I wanted to tell, I remember now. ಸೊ ಓಕೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಹೇಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಇವಾಗ ಬಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ರೆಡಿ. 7 o'clock ಅಂದ್ರೆ 7 o'clock, 7:15 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 7:15 ಬಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಮಮ್ಮ ಕುಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾ, ಸ್ನಾನ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾ, ಪ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾ, ಮಗುನ್ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ. So what we have to teach is, you have to teach the kid to pack your bag, at least fill the bottle, get ready by yourself, at least take your uniforms, ironing ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ, ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಇಬ್ರು ಸೇರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಬಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಿಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಬ್ರಿಗೂ ಸೇರಿ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So you have to take care of that also. Okay, so sleep adequately. We have to sleep adequately. We should have at least 7 hours sleep at the night. So ಆದಷ್ಟು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ, we can sleep as soon as possible after the homework, after the whatever it is. At least make your kid to sleep at 10 o'clock. Okay, then connect with others. This is the most important thing. We have to connect with others. Yeah, first what we used to do, at least every year we used to go to Tata Ajji house. We have to stay, we used to do so many things. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ they can't go anywhere. At least connect with the grandparents. They learn so many things with them. ಹಳೆ ಕಾಲದ ವಿಷಯಗಳು, ಹಳೆ ಕಾಲದ ಊಟ, that is very healthy. ಇವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Do you know, iron things is coming back, that potteries is coming back, because you have to cook in that, healthy food ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, healthy vitamins ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. So everything, ಹಳೆ ಕಾಲದ ಪ್ರತಿ, even the dress sense also, ಹಳೆ ಕಾಲದ ಬಟ್ಟೆಗಳು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. You can see that's become a fashion right now. So connect with the people, eat healthy, exercise regularly, and minimize news feeds. News feeds andre, that's what, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it's there, please minimize it. Before sleeping, don't watch the phone. ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ತಾಯಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಮಕ್ಕಳು ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಮಲಗಿದ್ರೆ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಹೆಲ್ದಿ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್. This is called a techniques. Who have a lot of stress, they can use it, like biofeedbacks, like giving feedback to ourselves. ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಡೈರಿ ಬರೆಯೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ದನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅಷ್ಟು ಸಾಕು ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 1 month ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಂತ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಓದಿದ್ರೆ, ರೈಟ್ 1 ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, 1 ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. So that is very important. Okay, so maintaining a diary is a very good habit you can maintain. Okay, then yoga. Everybody is speaking about yoga right now because yoga is in emergency now. So yoga is very good. At least pranayama for 2 minutes is more than important for whole day. Okay, then life skill training. You have to take a life skill training from the psychologist actually. So mindfulness, meditation, psychotherapy, it will go for the stressed people. So it's not for us right now. Okay, so this is what I wanted to tell. So because of this is my area, I spoke about the stress. And thank you so much everybody for giving me such an honor and an opportunity. Thank you Hemalata ma'am, Padma ma'am and sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful speech, Ms. Basira Begum. A lot of it was to correlate to what we see in everyday life. It's absolutely right. Something that I liked, what you told at the end was about writing diary, right? The biofeedback concept is very good. ನಮ್ಮ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವೇ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೇ ನಾವು ಏನು ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಏನು ನಾವು ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಅಂತ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯೋರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಮೇಡಮ್. Can we have a big round of applause to Ms. Basira Begum, please? ಸೊ ವಜೀರಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅವರ ಮಗಳು ಅದಾ ಅಹಮದ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಅಮೇಜ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಹರ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೌಡ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅದಾ ಅಹಮದ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಟುಡೇ. She has her name in the Indian Book of Records and International Book of Records. So I would want to hear from her, okay, about her achievements. You want to talk to us? Say hello to everyone.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
So I got the India Book of Records, International Book of Records, Karnataka Chiefs of Record. I got so many records. I achieved this because I identified 101 dinosaurs' names in 1 minute. On 7th January 2022. And you know why I got this one? I used to read books upside down. I'm very happy and blessed that Dyota team recognized me and honored me to get felicitated. I would like to thank my mother, my father, and also my little brother Arman for supporting me. So now, through my life journey, I want to sing one song. The song name is How Far I'll Go by Moana. I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I try, every path I make, every road leads back to a place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the love of the sky, meet the sea, it calls me. One day I'll know how far I'll go. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. Oh, 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 oh. Thank you.
Thank you, Adele. That was very sweet. And I was told that there are a few YouTube videos of her also. You have a YouTube channel? Okay, what's the name of the channel, madam?
Vlogs.
Ada and Arman Vlogs. I'm going to check that. Ada and Arman's Vlogs. That's her little brother, yes. So I'm going to watch those videos. I'm sure you all also will do that. May I request Ms. Wazira also to be on the stage, please, and to let's felicitate the little Ada. And we'll have Ms. Sneha Bhatt who will do the felicitation. Thank you. May I please request Mr. Rafiq to come over to the dais, please. That's a lovely moment. Can we have another round of applause for the lovely family, please, with Dyota?
Brother also with the basket.
So while we take that lovely family photo, may I request Ms. Preeti Nayak to be ready for her performance, please. So before we move on to the next speaker, we have performance from Preeti Nayak. Preeti Nayak for you.
ನೀ
ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಸಲಹಿರುವೆ ಈ ಮೂರ್ಖನನು ನೀನು ಮುಂದೆಯೂ ಕೈ ಹಿಡಿದು ನಡೆಸದಿಹೆಯ ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಸಲಹಿರುವೆ ಈ ಮೂರ್ಖನನು ನೀನು ಮುಂದೆಯೂ ಕೈ ಹಿಡಿದು ನಡೆಸದಿಹೆಯ ಕಷ್ಟದಡವಿಯ ಕಳೆದು ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಹೊಳೆಗಳ ಹಾದು ಕಷ್ಟದಡವಿಯ ಕಳೆದು ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಹೊಳೆಗಳ ಹಾದು ಇರುಳನ್ನು ನೂಕದಿಹೆಯ ಬೆಳಗಾಗ ಹೊಳೆಯದೆ ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಾನೊಲಿದು ಬೆಳಗಾಗ ಹೊಳೆಯದೆ ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಾನೊಲಿದು ಈ ನಡುವೆ ಕಳಕೊಂಡೆ ದಿವ್ಯ ಮುಖನಗುತ್ತ ಕರುಣಾಳು ಬಾ ಬೆಳಕಿ ಮುಸುಕಿದೆ ಮಬ್ಬಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈ ಹಿಡಿದು ನಡೆಸೆನ್ನು ഇരുളു കത്തലയകവി മനിദൂര കനികരിಸಿ ഇരുളു കത്തലയകവി മനിദൂര കനികരിಸಿ ಕೈ ಹಿಡಿದು ನಡೆಸೆನ್ನನು ಕರುಣಾಳು ಬಾ ಬೆಳಕಿ ಮುಸುಕಿದೆ ಮಬ್ಬಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈ ಹಿಡಿದು ನಡೆಸೆನ್ನನು ಕೈ ಹಿಡಿದು ನಡೆಸೆನ್ನನು
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Karunalu Ba Belake, B.M. Shri ಅವರ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ, ಮೈಸೂರು ಅನಂತ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅವರ ಸಂಗೀತ. Thank you so much, it was very nice. Okay, let's quickly move on to the next speaker for the day. I would want to request Ms. Shruti Prahalada to come over to the stage. She's a renowned playback singer and also a jury member for the Z Saregamapa.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ. Would you want me to sing or talk more?
Sing.
Yeah, definitely. So here I have a few points about music, tribulations with education progress. So firstly, I would love to thank Pancham and Hema ma'am for having me here, and thank you so much. And yeah, I have some points here which I've written here. I'm not a good talker, I'm a good singer. So that's the reason I'll talk less and sing more. Okay. Music brings people together. Don't you agree? Yeah. Music creates social cohesion. It speaks to all when words can fall. And wherever you go in the world, it is understood music is a universal gift and its power to connect people is without question. So it is an art form with human interaction at its center. So ನಮಗೆ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಏನೇನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ brain growth. Studies in neuroscience show that music can enhance brain function in children, language skills, math skills, memory, attention, concentration, increased coordination, achievement and discipline, social skills, and that is the joy of music. And when it comes to music education, the value of incorporating music into your child's education cannot be understated. There's a heap of incontestable research showing that an education rich in music improves student cognitive function and academic performance. Simply put, children learn better when music is part of their curriculum. I told you before that I'm not a good speaker. So that's the reason I have some points here to read for you. So yeah. Is music the key to success? Yes, it is. Multiple studies link music study to academic achievement, but what is it about serious music training that seems to correlate and with outside success in other fields? The phenomenon extends beyond the Math Music Association. Secondly, many high achievers told me music opened up the pathways to creative thinking, and their experiences suggest that music training sharpens other qualities, collaboration, the ability to listen, a way of thinking that brings together disparate ideas, the power to focus on the present and the future simultaneously. So yeah, study after study about education reveals the importance of art and music classes, and yet budget after budget states keep cutting back the art. So if we still ask our students to read and interpret Shakespeare, shouldn't we be teaching the same for Mozart? So music lessons for emotional and behavioral growth in children, new study says. So music training not only helps children develop fine motor skills, but aids emotional and behavioral maturation as well. According to a new study, one of the largest to investigate the effects of playing an instrument on brain development. So this is what I wanted to talk, and yeah, I would love to sing now. So hope you know the benefits of music. Hope you got to know the benefits of music. That's all. Thank you. I told you I'm not a good speaker. I try to speak little, that's all. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Shruti. I would request you to be on the dais, please, for the felicitation. And may I request Mr. Subbarao Shetty to come over for the felicitation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we have a round of applause for the lovely song that we just heard, please?
One single photo.
So while we want to cover all forms of art, we did listen to some lovely songs by our singers, and we did listen to Mr. Subbarao Shetty's great speech. I would want to introduce you to a child artist. Her name is Samiksha. She is one of the very good dancers that we have seen. There are quite a few accomplishments that I would want to introduce you all to. It's a big list. So in 2019, she was a part of a short movie. 2021, she was Miss Little Bangalore third runner-up. 2021, she was Miss Karunadu first runner-up. 2022, Top Model of India first runner-up. Big round of applause, please. 2022, Yash International Fashion Week first runner. 2022, Step With Me Dance Fashion Event winner. 2019, State Level Bharatanatyam Dancer Award for Chiguru Cultural Trust. And 2021, Kala Manikya Award. Oh my God, so much of achievement. And she's just a kid. Feel so happy to see her here. So she's going to perform for us today. So may I request Miss Samiksha. Thank you so much, Samiksha. That was very nice. So we would be felicitating Samiksha for all her achievements. May I request Mr. Manjunath to please come over and do the felicitation, please. A big round of applause to Ms. Samiksha for all her achievements. So we'll have a ramp walk by Samiksha now, just getting the music ready. Yeah, that's something really different. So there's going to be the traditional attire.
You do it better. I can understand.
No, put the list not an achievement list. I'm thinking what am I supposed to talk?
You will talk and you'll do some performance also. Yeah, that's always.
Yes.
That was so sweet. Thank you so much. Another big round of applause for Samiksha, please. All right, let's quickly move on to the next segment. ಮುತ್ತುಗಳಂತೆ ಕಂಗೊಳಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ಮಳೆ ಹನಿಗಳಿಗೂ ತನ್ನ ಹೊಳಪು ಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಎಂಬ ಭೀತಿ. ಆದರೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕ ಕೊಂಚ ಸಮಯ ಕೊಂಬೆಯನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಪಿ ಮುದ್ದಾಡಿದ ತೃಪ್ತಿ. ನಾನು ಇವರು ಬರೀ ಆಕ್ಟರು, ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂತಹ ಹನಿಗವನ ಬರೆದಿರೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ನೇಹ ಭಟ್ ಅವರು. Let me welcome Sneha Bhatt on the stage. She's a renowned actress and a theatre artist to present the topic for today. Thank you.
ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ದ್ಯೋತಾ ಟಾಕ್ ಟು ರೀಚ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತು. ಕಲಿಯುಗ ಬಾಯ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೇಳದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ದೇವರು ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಟಾಕ್ ಟು ರೀಚ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ತುಂಬಾ ಒಂದು ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಜಾಬ್, ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗ್ಲಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ಇನ್ವೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ, ಹೇಮಲತಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಪಂಚಮ್ ಸರ್, ಅಂಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟು ಫರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಪದ್ಮಾವತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ ಹಿಯರ್. ಇಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಸುಬ್ರಾವ್ ಸರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವರ ಲೈಫ್ ಜರ್ನಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಜನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾನು ಆ ಪುಟ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಗಾಬರಿ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು. ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ, ಆಮ್ ಐ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನನಗೆ ಆ ಥಾಟ್ ಬಂತು ಈಗ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ಅನುಭವದಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ನನಗೆ ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಅಂಬೆಗಾಲಿಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಥಾಟ್ ಬಂತು. ಬಟ್ ಇರೋ ಸಣ್ಣ
ಅನುಭವದಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇವತ್ತು. ಆಕ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ, ನಾವು ಸಿನಿಮಾದವರು ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಲರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ವೇಷಭೂಷಣ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಲರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಮೇಕಪ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದಷ್ಟು ಅಪಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ಸ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋವಾಗ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು, ಬಟ್ ಮನಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವು ಹೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸಲ. ಶೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಹೋದಾಗ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸಚ್ ಅ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಟಾಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್, ಗೊತ್ತಾ. ನಾವು ಮನೇಲೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ವಿಷಯ. ಮನೇಲಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಹುಷಾರಿರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾನೋ, ಅಥವಾ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೂ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಸಬ್ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇ ಓಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಮಾಸ್ಕ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಆ ಪಾತ್ರ ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಪರಕಾಯ ಪ್ರವೇಶ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಒದಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಮೆಂಟಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ. ಅಂತ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಈ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಅನ್ಬೋದು. ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಹನುಮಾನ್ ಚಾಲೀಸಾ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಆದಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹನುಮಾನ್ ಚಾಲೀಸಾ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಪುಟ್ಟ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಹಾಡಿರೋ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇದೆ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟ ನನಗೆ. ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆನ್ಸಿ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೂ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಅದೇ ತರ ರಾಮ ಭಜನ್ ಒಂದಿದೆ, ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕೇನ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ವೈಸ್ ನಾನು ಒಂದ್ 2 ಸಾಲ ಹಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ಲೇ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸಿಂಗರ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಆ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ತಗೊಳಕ್ ನನ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ವೋಕಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಜೂನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಜೂರಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ವಿಜಯ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರ ತಾಯಿ ನನ್ಗೆ ಟೀಚರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು, ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಸುಜಾತಾ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಅಂತ. ಅವ್ರ ನಂತರ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ನರಸಿಂಹನ್ ಅಂತ, ಕಮಲಾ ನರಸಿಂಹನ್ ಅಂತ, ಸಾರಿ, ಅವರ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ವೋಕಲ್. ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್, ಅಪಸ್ವರ ಅನ್ಸಿದ್ರೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಬೈಕೊಳ್ಬೇಡ. ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕೆನ್ನ ಹೃದಯಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಮ, ನಿನ್ನಷ್ಟು ನೆಮ್ಮದಿಯು ಎಲ್ಲಿಹುದೋ ರಾಮ. ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕೆನ್ನ ಹೃದಯಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಮ, ನಿನ್ನಷ್ಟು ನೆಮ್ಮದಿಯು ಎಲ್ಲಿಹುದೋ ರಾಮ. ರಾಮ 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 ರಾಮ, ನಿನ್ನಿಷ್ಟದಂತೆನ್ನ ನಿಟ್ಟಿರುವೆ ರಾಮ, ನನ್ನಿಷ್ಟದಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವೆ ರಾಮ. ಕಷ್ಟಗಳ ಕೊಡಬೇಡ ಎನ್ನಲಾರೆ ರಾಮ, ಕಷ್ಟ ಸಹಿಸುವ ಸಹನೆ ಕೊಡು ನನಗೆ ರಾಮ. ಕಷ್ಟ ಸಹಿಸುವ ಸಹನೆ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ರಾಮ, ಕಷ್ಟ ಸಹಿಸುವ ಸಹನೆ ನಿನ್ನಷ್ಟು ರಾಮ. ರಘುರಾಮ 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 ರಾಮ, ರಘುರಾಮ 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 ರಾಮ. ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕೆನ್ನ ಹೃದಯಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಮ, ನಿನ್ನಷ್ಟು ನೆಮ್ಮದಿಯು ಎಲ್ಲಿಹುದೋ ರಾಮ. ರಾಮ 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 ರಾಮ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಸೊ ಈ ಹಾಡನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಚರಣ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಒಂದು ಪೀಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಅಹಂ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ದಾಗ್ಲೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಲೋ ಫೀಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದ ದಿನ, ಎದ್ದೇಳಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಮನ್ಸಿಲ್ಲ, ಇವತ್ತು ಏನು ಅಡ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಏನು ತಿನ್ನೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಯಾರನ್ನೂ ಮುಖಾನು ನೋಡೋಷ್ಟು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಪೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಗಳಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಮೆಂಟಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಇಡೀ ಸಾಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಲಿರಿಕ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿದ್ದಂಥದ್ದು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಂಟಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ತಂದ್ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಅರ್ಥಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ತರ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿ ಗರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗಲೇ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನೀವು ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮ ಕೇಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು ನನಗೆ ಅಮ್ಮ. ವೆನ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆಂಟ್ ಡೈಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಅದೇ ತರ ಲಾಲಿ ಹಾಡು ಹಾಡೋದು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ. ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ರೀತಿನಲ್ಲೂ, ಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ರೀತಿನಲ್ಲೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅಂಗ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ವೇ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ನಮ್ಮ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ನ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಆಸ್ ಎನ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ನಾನು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಹೌದು, ಬಟ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ್ಲೇನೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಅರ್ಥ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬರೀ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನೂ ಅನ್ಸಲ್ಲ. ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಹಾಡ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಇಮೋಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ವಿತ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಡಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುವಂತ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್, ಅವರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೊರ ಹಾಕಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಫಿಸಿಕಲಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೆಂಟಲಿ. ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ ಹಾಗೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೂಡ ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಕಲಿತೀನಿ ಅಂದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೂ ಅಂದಿದ್ರು, ಬಾಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನಿಗೆ ಬೇಕು, ಬೇಡ ಅದು ಬೇಡ ಇದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಯೂಶಲಿ ನಾವು ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಯಾಗಿ ಮನೇಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಮಕ್ಳು ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡೋದು, ನಾವು ಬಿಸಿ ಇರ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ. ಆಸ್ ಅದ ಅವ್ರ ತಾಯಿ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಏನೋ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಏನೋ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾಟ್ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಡು, ನಾನು ಬಿಸಿ ಇದೀನಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅವ್ರ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ನ ಹರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ದೇನೋ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸಲ. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನೇ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸಲ. ನಾವು ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಸಾರಿ, ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೋದ ಏನ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. It happens sometimes. Okay, I'll get back to it later. ನಾನು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಗೂಗಲ್ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ, ನನಗೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ನೈಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದು ಇದು ಥೀಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್, PPT ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್. ಪಂಚನ್ ಸರ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, PPT ಇದ್ರೆ ಕಳಿಸಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಲೈಕ್ ಹೌದಾ, ನಾನು ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಥೀಮ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ PPT ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಐ ಗೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಜಾಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಬಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲೂ ಅವ್ರವ್ರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಇರೋರು ಬಂದು ಮಾತಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು ಬೇಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಯಾರೇ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಯೂಶಲಿ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನನಗೆ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಐ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಅದು ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಲೆ ಬಗ್ಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಗ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಏನೋ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಸೀಕರ್, ನನಗೆ ಜನ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿದಾರೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಂಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅದು ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರೇನೋ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ನೋಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಏನೋ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಳುಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ನಂಗೆ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಇಷ್ಟ. ಜನರಲಿ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್, ನಾಟ್ ಟು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಎನಿ ಒನ್. ಮನೇಲೂ ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಇದು ಜನ್ಮಸಿದ್ಧ ಹಕ್ಕು. ಮನೇಲೂ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮೇನ್ ಆಗಿ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಂಥದಕ್ಕೆ. ಗಂಡ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದನ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿದಾರ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ತುಂಬಾ. ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೀಳು ಬಿಡೋಣ ನಾವು. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಮಿ ದಿಸ್ ಅಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ. ನನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚೀಫ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕರೆಸಿ ಸನ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಹೌ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್ ಐ ಆಮ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಆಸೆ ಪಟ್ಟು ಬಂದವಳಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು BCom ಮುಗಿಸಿ CA ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಬಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಅದಾಗದೇ ಬರೋಕ್ ಶುರು ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಆಡಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಂದೆ, ಆಯ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡಿಂಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಆಫ್. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನನ್ನ ತಾಯಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್, ಆಡಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಂದೆ, ನೀವು ವಿತೌಟ್ ಪ್ರಯರ್ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಲಿ ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ ಫಿಲ್ಮಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ನೀವು ಆಡಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೋ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡು, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೊ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಯು ಗೋ ಟು ಆಡಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಪುಟ್ಟಣ್ಣ ಕಣಗಾಲ್ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಥಿಯೇಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಕೂಡ ಇತ್ತು. ಒಂದು ನಾಟಕಗಳು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಆಂಕರಿಂಗು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಬರೀ ಟೊಮೆಟೊ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು ತಗೊಂತಾರಮ್ಮ, ಎಲ್ಲ ತರಕಾರಿ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟೆಡ್ ವೆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಗುರುಗಳು ಪುಟಾಣಿ ರಾಮರಾವ್ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೆ U-Turn 2 ಚಿತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇಂದ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಹೋದ ತಿಂಗಳು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು U-Turn 2 ಚಿತ್ರ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 4 ಲಾಂಗ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್, ಬರೀ 4 ವರ್ಷ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಶೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಗೋ, ಮನೆಗ್ ಬಾ, ಡಬ್ಬಿಂಗ್ ಮುಗಿಸೋ, ಮನೆಗ್ ಬಾ. ರೆಮ್ಯುನರೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಬಟ್ ರೆಕಗ್ನಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕಲಾವಿದರಿಗೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಬೇಕು. ಅದ್ರ ಅಂಟಿಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅನ್ಲೆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರೀಚಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ತೃಪ್ತಿ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಕೊರೋನಾ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲಂತೂ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಡಿಲೇ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕಡೆ ಶೂಟಿಂಗ್ ನಿಂತು ಹೋಯ್ತು. ಅದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ಬೇರೆ ಊರುಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಸವಾಸನೆ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ. ಆ ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕರೆಸಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಮೂವಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಚ್ U-Turn 2 ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ December 16th. ಇನ್ನ ಮುಂದಿನ ಚಿತ್ರಗಳಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಟೀಮ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ನಾನು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಪರ್ಸನಲಿ ಅನ್ಸಿದ್ದು ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಸಿಟಿ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಡೂ ವಿತ್ ಫ್ರೆಶರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಅದೊಂದು ಡ್ರೀಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು, ಇದು ನನ್ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ಲೇಬೇಕು, ಇಷ್ಟು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಹಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲೇಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಡೆಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅಂತವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಂಗೆ ಕಲಿಯೋಕೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಟೀಮ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ನನ್ಗೆ. ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮುರಿಯವರೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಲೆಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಸರಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಹಂಗೆ ಇದು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲಾ ತರದವರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ತರನೂ ನಡೀತಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಬೇಗ ನಿಮ್ ಕಣ್ಮುಂದೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಷ್ಟೇ. ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಾನ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನೋ ಜನ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಹಂಗೆ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್. ನಾನು ಈ 4 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಆಗ್ಲೇ ಮರ್ತಿದ್ ವಿಷಯ, ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ಎಸ್, ನೆನ್ಪಾಯ್ತು ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ. ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡೋದು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿ ವೇರೆವರ್ ಐ ಗೋ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಚೀಫ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಸಾರಿ ಉಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ರೇಷ್ಮೆ ಸೀರೆನ ಉಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನ್ ಇದು. ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾವನಾತ್ಮಕ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋದ್ರು ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ. ತುಂಬಾ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹೊರಗಿನವ್ರು ಇದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅರ್ಥನೇ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋರು ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಬೇರೆ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕನ್ವೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಹಿಂದಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ತಪ್ಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನೇ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೂ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅವರು ಕನ್ನಡದ ಕಂದ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ನು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು, ಬಾಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಬ್ಬ ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಹಬ್ಬ ಇದೆ, ರಜಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಔಟಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಗಡೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಹೋಟೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಹಬ್ಬದ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಂಕ್ರಾಂತಿ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್, ಯುಗಾದಿ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಊಟದ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನದ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಹೋಳಿಗೆ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ, ಸಂಕ್ರಾಂತಿಗೆ ಎಳ್ಳು ಬೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ತಿಂತೀವಿ, ಯುಗಾದಿಗೆ ಬೇವು ಬೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ತಿಂತೀವಿ, ಅದು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಆನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಈಗಲೇ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ತುಂಬಾ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸಗಳಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಾವು ಆಡೋ ಮಾತಲ್ಲಿ, ತಿನ್ನೋ ಊಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಂಗೂ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಾವು ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಹಬ್ಬ ಆಚರಣೆಗಳು ಏನಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನಲ್ ಊಟ ತಿಂಡಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಮುಂದೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. ಬಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಗಿಡ ಪುಟ್ಟದಿರುವಾಗಲೇ ನಾವ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಗೊಬ್ಬರ ಹಾಕ್ತಿವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬೆಳೆದ ನಿಂತ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ತರ ನಾವು ಬಿಸಿ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪಾಪ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ಸಲ ನಾವು ಬಾಯಿ ಮುಚ್ಚಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಟೈಮೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂತ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಇಮೋಷನಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ವಜೀರಾ ಬೇಗಂ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ದಂಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸಲ ನಾವು ಅದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡ, ಇದು ತಿನ್ಬೇಡ, ಅದು ಕುಡಿಬೇಡ, ಬೇಡ 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 ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನೇ ತುಂಬ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಪಾಪ ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅವ್ಕೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನ್ ಕೂಡ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ಇದನ್ ಮಾಡು, ಇದನ್ ತಿನ್ನು, ಈ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಹಾಕೋ, ಈ ತರ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ. ಈ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ರಿದಮ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಪಂಕ್ಚುಯಾಲಿಟಿ, ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಕೋರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಶ್ರುತಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಹಿಡಿತೀವಿ, ಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್, ಆ ರಿದಮ್ ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಮೆಂಟಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಆಡ್ ಡಾನ್ಸ್, ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಕರಿಕ್ಯುಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕರಿಕ್ಯುಲಮ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ತುಂಬಾ ಬೋರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಅದು ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಫ್ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಹಂಗ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮಾತುಗಳು. ನಮ್ಗೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ Dyota for organizing this beautiful event on this Saturday. We are having amazing Saturday. Thank you all.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸ್ನೇಹ. ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರಿ, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ನನಗೆ ಮಧ್ಯ ಭಯ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಆ ಹುಡುಗರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಹೊಡೆದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಪಾಪ ಅವ್ರು ಅವರವರೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಇದ್ರು, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂತ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್, ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಲವ್ಲಿ. Big round of applause to Sneha for her wonderful speech. Okay, let's quickly move on to the next event for the day. May I invite Mr. Manjunath on stage, please? He's a renowned classical dancer, dance master, choreographer, and an international Zumba instructor.
Well, 25 years back, we never heard of the word of stress, right? Only in physics, chemistry, in science subjects, we have heard this word stress. But till beginning, stress and matartidare. So anyway, I don't want to stress you all too much with my talk. I want to keep my presentation very simple, apt. So before I could talk, what I'm going to do, I would love to give a small performance so that you will be able to understand what I'm trying to connect with you. Okay? Yeah.
Screen black one. Volume.
Gajana मयुतं गणेश्वरं अजेन्द्रपूजित विघ्नेश्वरं अजेन्द्रपूजित विघ्नेश्वरं अजेन्द्रपूजित विघ्नेश्वरं भजामि सन्ददपदपद्मकरं भजामि सन्ददपदपद्मकरं
Well,
You can take some time. Sharat can talk for 2 minutes.
No, that's okay. I'm fine. I'm fine.
2 minutes break. Let him talk.
thank you, Manjuna. That was very nice. Now we really want you to relax for a couple of minutes.
I'm fine.
It was so pleasing. I mean, I think most of them were bored because of the silence here, but then I think this was enchanting. Thank you so much for your performance. You okay?
Thank you. I'm okay. I think that is the power of any art forms, I guess. So music and dance that creates that vibration, that creates that frequency. Of course, we are all very much impacted with the corona. Corona's impact is too much. After effect, tumane ide, right? I think as an artist, as a dancer, yesterday ma'am, she asked me to share my journey related with the dance, and that's what I'm going to talk. COVID timely, I could see a lot of people going through a lot of stress, a lot of unexplainable emotions, unexplainable feeling. Many people had lost their jobs, related with the family issues, relationships, whatnot. I think as an artist, I was able to kind of balance everything. It's because of the dance form. Because the dance takes you to a journey where you're completely disconnected with all this drama which is happening in the world. It takes you to the zone where you cannot even compare yourself with all this trauma. It's a very pure journey. Dance is full of hidden treasures. It is full of beautiful, beautiful feeling and emotion. It is not only dance, it is related with any art form it could be. And dance is the only place where you cannot manipulate nor substitute. You cannot escape. In any jobs you can do that, but in an art form, you cannot do that. It could be with the singing, or it could be dancing, or it could be theater or acting, because it's in visual art. People are watching. You need to be completely aware with your body, your mind, and the kind of awareness what you are associated with the surrounding. Right? There is no question of manipulation or a substitution. So this is the most artist journey. But once you master this, nobody can touch you. You become so powerful. This is a very divine journey, a very divine experience, a place of bliss, a purity, I can say. And dance was an accident for me. It was not that I want to be a dancer. No, I'm a life science graduate from Bangalore University, and I was completely into a science background, and I was pursuing my PhD in polyclonal antibodies. And dance was just an accident, and it just happened to me by God's grace, by Guru's grace. Today, I'm a very accomplished dancer, and as a dancer, you have to go through a lot of challenges. It is not an easy task. It is not that a simple cakewalk. You have to put in a lot of effort, a sheer effort. There is no escape. You have to sweat it out, because as you see, it's a body which is going to act as a medium for you to emote your feelings, your emotions, your thought process. So everything you're doing with the body. So you have to train continuously. Okay, and the impact is tremendous. Okay, so what a youth can, get into the classical dance forms is very simple. There is a shloka in Natya Shastra. Javastiratvam rekhacha brahmari drushti rashtamaha meda shraddha vachogitam patra prana dashan spritaha. So a person who learns classical dance, see, folk dance, any other forms of dance, any common person can do it. I'll put a music, everybody can start dancing. Yes or no? Everybody can do it. Any form of dance. But when it comes to classical, no, it is not like that. It requires a lot of discipline, determination, and a sheer hard work. It's a learning process. Okay, and in the process, you get to learn a lot of things here. You will learn how to control your body, how to control your mind, how to improvise your stamina, your stability, concentration, how well you can articulate, how well you can connect. All these things you should acquire. So it becomes a part of your personality. In the process, you will be able to deal with all the challenges what life throws onto you. World is not going to be easy. World is very tough, right? We are all human beings, and we all deal with different kinds of mindset, different kinds of emotions, different kinds of feelings. So every day we don't get up with a good energy. Every day we don't have the same zeal to working life, right? But dance, art forms, gives you the energy to cope up with all the kind of emotions what you're dealing with the people. It will make you to understand things understand in a much better space. You will be able to deal yourself very well, because it will take you to a journey where you can't even imagine the kind of feeling you're experiencing. You will be zoned out. Okay, so this is what it is, and thank you so much, Dyota. I don't want to stress you too much, by giving too much of explanations, okay, because people have been talking about stress. So thank you so much, Dyota, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my views and thoughts a little bit. Thank you, Hema ma'am. Thank you, Padma ma'am. Thank you, Pancham sir, for having me here. It's an honor and it's a beautiful experience to be with you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Majnath. I loved something that you said. You said that you really cannot manipulate things on stage. You're absolutely right. ಒಬ್ರು ಮಹನೀಯರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಸಿನಿಮಾನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರೋ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತೀರಾ, ಕಿರುತೆರೆನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರೋ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತೀರಾ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸೋದು ಅಂತ. That is so much true. That is so much true. Please, may I invite Mr. Subba now to felicitate Mr. Manj, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have Sneha also on the stage.
Thank you so much. Oh, that's so nice, ma'am. Thank you. Oh, awesome.
ಹೇಮಾ ಅವರ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ನ ನೀವು ಅವರ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಪೇಜ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಅವಾಗ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು, ನಾವು ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ.
Yes, sure.
A big round of applause to Mr. Manjunath, please, for his wonderful performance. Thank you, everyone. Now, we would want to move ahead and felicitate some of the champion students. And we also have performance from Miss Trisha. So Trisha is a classical dancer, right? And I would request Trisha to come over and then we can get started. After that, we'll have felicitation to some students for their achievements.
After a long time, ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟವಾದ gracious movements, especially for Gajamana. I swear I tell you, ತುಂಬ ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Thank you so much. ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ್ ನನಗೆ ಆ ಥರ ಮೂವೀಸ್ ಬೇಕು. I saw it.
Thank you so much. So we now have performance by Trisha, Tasha, Kanika, Disha and Priyanka. So this is a medley of classical dance, western dance, Kathak, all style. So let's welcome the kids on the stage. Thank you, Trisha. That was lovely. So we now have Tasha, who would be performing the Western style. That's Kanika for her in the Western style now, please.
By that time, let Kanika do, you come with it. There's some glitch. We'll get it recovered.
Asha will come over later. That's Kanika. Now, round of applause for Kanika.
Give that sound to that mic. So, on the sound.
You can be my baby mama. Wanna take you plus, we can chill for the summer. Your body can do it, to be down. Boy, get to fly to mama. Flat tummy chains on your waist. Yeah, you better than my hair. I got the own body, you can be my guest. Yeah, I wanna feel that taste. Baby, you wanna mind it. You wanna put it right behind it. You don't need everybody. Can't feel close. I like it, let me know lies. You know, I can change your whole life. You bring it out to my side. Oh, क्यों ना पास तो आती ठीक से सांस नहीं फिर भी हंसा रहता हूँ मैं लगता कुछ भी खास नहीं जब से महने लगे हैं कुछ पे बचने की कोई आस नहीं जिंदगी में आई जब से भाई कोई बदल गई मैं हमारा लाइफ गई मेरी डार्क सी में लाइट सी जल गई मेरी बातों में गुस्सा गया मेरी रातों में गुस्सा गया प्यार कहते जिसको फाइनली वो गुस्सा गया फाइनली 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 रहना पहले से शायद समझ में कुछ न आए बोलो न क्या किया जाए आंखों से नीले हैं गायब खुशी में इतना क्यों तुझको तो पूछो मैं क्यों मैंने क्या हुआ मुझे तेरे प्यार में चमकूं जैसे जुड़ूं
Thank you. That was so nice. Thank you, Kanika. ಆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಕ್ಲಿಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋರಾ ಫತೆ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ಲು ನಾನು ಅವಳನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಕನಿಕಾ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ she was more gracious and she was so energetic. Thank you. Okay, so I think we can have Tasha back on the stage now, please. I think we have the music ready. Big round of applause to Tasha.
Yes.
Club isn't the best place to find the lovers at the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast and then we talk slow. Come over and start up a conversation with just me and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop, and the man on the jukebox and then we start to dance. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come down, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. I'm coming now, follow my lead. Coming now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. Push and pull like a play. We talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour and how your family's doing okay. And leaving, getting a taxi, kissing the backseat, tell the driver make the radio play. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. I'm coming now, follow my lead. Come coming now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room. Now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. 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 Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. Come on, be my baby, come on. 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 I'm in love with the shape of you. You push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room. Now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Come on, be my baby. Come on, come on, be in love with your body. Come on, be my baby. Come on, come on, be in love with your body. Come on, be my baby. Come on, be in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you.
I'm in love with your dance. And she gets her moves from her father, Naveen Kumar, who is a choreographer in movies. Fantastic. Thank you so much. May I request Priyanka Achar to come and mesmerize us with her singing now, please?
Check. सी है सारी फिजा जैसे बजती हो शहनाइयाँ लहराती है महकी हवा गुनगुनाती है तन्हाइयाँ सब गाते हैं सब ही मदहोश है हम तुम क्यों खामोश है साज़े दिल छेड़ो ना चुप हो क्यों गाओ ना आओ ना आओ ना आओ ना And thank you for the opportunity. So I could sing in this stage in front of all the legends, I can say. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. That is very nice. May I now invite Trisha, Tasha, Kanika, Priyanka on the stage for the felicitation, please.
Four.
And I would request Mr. Subbarao, Miss Sneha Bhatt, Miss Shruti, and Mr. Manjunath to come over for the felicitation, please. We'll have all of you to felicitate the kids. That request.
You were good. This is one of my favorite songs.
Can we have some nice music in the background, please? Thank you. Exactly. Audio, video, ಎರಡು ಇರಬೇಕು.
That looks good. Sir. You need to look the camera. Yes, click on that. Slow after this. Yes. Lot of yeah.
A big round of applause to Tasha. Who entertained us with the lovely song Shape of You. Kanika Gowda. I just loved the smile on her face when she was dancing throughout. It was so energetic, smiling and lively. Big round of applause to Tasha. Once again, Trisha, classical dance. It's Trisha. Trisha is an all-rounder performer. Today we could see only her classical dance. Maybe in the next episode we'll probably... Oh, she has got National Award for Arts. And you can probably see different... she was a performer in the Dyota 1 and 2 and 3 also. You'll probably see a different dance form in the next episode. Thank you so much, Trisha. That's Priyanka, that lovely song, Hima's favorite. Yeah, she did not take any time to accept the invitation and she was here to mesmerize us with her song. Thank you so much, Priyanka. big round of applause to all the talented kids on the stage, please.
And after this, we would expect the parents to join us on the stage, parents of the achievers.
Okay, ready? Okay, ready? Thank you.
May I now invite the parents to come over to the stage, please, for a photograph. Thank you.
Call your parents, no? Sir Bunny, please, Madam Bunny. And the 4 boys, get ready. We need to be our brothers. We will call you on the stage. Yes.
And my hearty thanks to all the parents for encouraging your kids to learn the fine art. Please continue to do the same.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ
Okay, ready?
ಸುದ್ದಿ ಬನ್ನಿ
And Sarah Bunny.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ
Thank you.
Okay, now all of you are not going
Yeah. So we would want to invite 4 amazing talents over with us today. They're great singers. Okay, first is Nitin, who started the day with the invocation, and then Preeti Nayak. Preeti Nayak, please come out to the stage. Another great singer. And then we have Sunaina. Right, we're all waiting to listen to Sunaina, and we have Bhumi. Bhumi is our official director of photo the day, but she's also a great singer. So they all part of the Gana Samrama group, which is led by Pancham. They're all great singers, and they are of great strength to Dyota when any such programs are organized. So we would want to thank them for their involvement and their achievement and felicitate them.
That is very true, but there are certain techniques which has to be emphasized and so there are methods which we follow. It's certain things it's actually like over about 60 years now. But yeah, not
ಮುಂದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಸರ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಓಕೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ನಿತಿನ್ ಸರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ನಿತಿನ್ ಸರ್
That was a small technical glitch, but Bhumi got 2 certificates because of that. There's one waiting for her there, which I'll give.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And before we conclude the day, we have Sunaina who will be performing for us, post which we'll have word of thanks by my dear friend Pancham. So may I invite Sunaina on the stage, please.
Please, one sec. I think, as you have been seeing, Sharath has been spontaneous and continuously entertaining us with all the possibilities that has been there within his mind and also whatever he's jolted down. But it was a tremendous hosting that he's taken up in a small span of time. So I want Sharath to be here. No, please sit. And as we all know, Padma, she's been my backbone. I think while we joined RCS, she came to me and said, "Ma'am, I want a job." Then I said, blindfold, Padma, you're there appointed. She knows what is the history behind, but I had the confidence in her to see this way. So today, whatever we are together is all because the connectivity that is there almost since 10 years. So Padma, I want you to be here on the stage here. Shall we?
Thank you, Hema. Thank you, Pancham. Thank you for having me here today. Sunaina is ready and waiting. Please come, Sunaina.
छोटी सी आशा मस्ती भरी मन की भोली सी आशा चांद तारों को छूने की आशा आसमानों में उड़ने की आशा दिल है छोटा सा छोटी सी आशा
ನಾಳೆ
महक जाऊं मैं आज तो ऐसे फूल बगिया में महके हैं जैसे बादलों की मैं ओढ़ो चुनरिया झूम जाऊं मैं बन के बावरिया अपनी छोटी में बांध लो दुनिया दिल है छोटा सा छोटी सी आशा मस्ती भरी मन की भोली सी आशा चांद तारों को छूने की आशा आसमानों में उड़ने की आशा दिल है छोटा सा छोटी सी आशा मस्ती भरी मन की भोली सी आशा स्वर्ग से धरती खिल रही ऐसे मेरा मन भी तो खिल रहा वैसे कोयल की तरह गाने का अरमान मछली की तरह मछलियों ये अरमान जवानी है लाली रंगीन सपना दिल है छोटा सा छोटी सी आशा मस्ती भरी मन की भोली सी आशा चांद तारों को छूने की आशा आसमानों में उड़ने की आशा दिल है छोटा सा छोटी सी आशा मस्ती भरी मन की भोली सी आशा थैंक यू
Thank you so much, Serena. That was lovely. That was lovely. I think to end the program, we couldn't have expected for more. May I now request Pancham to come over and give the word of thanks for the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharat. Good afternoon, everyone. ಎಲ್ಲ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಊಟ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಯಿತು ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ us go with the conclusion part. So my sincere gratitude to this proud scientist and the performer, I mean the professor, Department of Microbiology and Cell Biology, Indian Institute of Science. Thank you, sir, for this, for your thank you for being with us and investing your thank you for being with us and investing your beautiful time with us. Thank you so much. And my sincere regards to one more guest, Purnima Rajni, the founder, director, Nidham, and my heartful regards to my good friend, Shruti Prahlad, and thanks for your melodious voice and melodious number. Thank you so much. And my sincere gratitude to Wazira Begum, well-being officer with wonderful presentation regarding child psychology. So my heartful thanks to Sneha Bhatt. ಮೇಡಮ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಏನು ಪ್ರಿಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಬಹಳ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ನಮ್ಗೊಂಥರ ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ನೀವೊಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ, ಕಲಾವಿದರೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆ ಒಂದು ಮಾಹಲ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಒಂದು ಇರಾದೆ. ಸೊ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಸಿಂಗರ್ ನಾನು ಅದೇ ಥರನೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ MC ಶರತ್ ಅವರು is there, and he's an actor, director, then theatre artist and a very good host. Thank you so much, Sharat, for being with us. Yeah, and one special ನನ್ನ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅವರ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಡಾನ್ಸ್ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಿ. ರಿಯಲಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಮೆಸ್ಮರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗೆ. ಸೊ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಸರ್, he is my close friend. We both were working together, and he was in dance, I was in singing. So ಇವತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟಾಕ್, and the steps, and the dance what you made, ಸೂಪರ್ ಸರ್. ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಮಗೆ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇರೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಇದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಡ್ಯೂಟಾ 2 ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಈವೆಂಟನ್ನು ಭಾಳ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ, ಕಲರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ, ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕಲಿ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಾಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಂದನೆಗಳು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಡ್ಯೂಟಾ 3 ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಈವೆಂಟನ್ನು ಸದ್ಯದಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ಸಹಕರಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಂಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾರು ಊಟ ಮಾಡದೆ ಹೋಗಬಾರ್ದು, ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು in investing your time and being with us. Thank you so much.
One last thing before we go. So we have another set of sweet kids who are there in the corner and entertaining all of us by their chit chat. So we'll call them on the stage for a quick rewards. Okay, can we have Kanivardhan, Shreyas, Arav, Vishnu, Neeraj, Ananya, Nandini. Can we have all of them on the stage, please? Thank you.
Always backbenchers are the best ones. They will drive us a backbencher. Singer. Thank you all for your singing, performing. Love you all, guys. You should have. Yes, sir. Brother is all of you. Yes. His brother Ayush. Ayush. That's Ananya. Ananya, Mama. But you forgot your principal, isn't it? I know that she will dance with me now. Samir, last time, yes, all my lovely students. Yeah, Ananya. So,
One last big round of applause to the support system, the boys, the kids, the Rana Sambrama team, the Dyota team, staff of Clarion Hotel, everyone here. Thank you so much, guys. This is Sharat Simha signing off for the day. Thank you very much.